So according to the recent Flex Job survey, it was found out that at least 65% of the respondents prefer working from home full-time post-pandemic, and at least 31% prefer hybrid work schedule. So the good thing is that most organizations, most industries have adopted the work from home. Opportunities for remote job seekers is growing in many industries, starting from virtual administration, education, and even health industry. So for that reason, there have been some skills that are lacking in those industries that people need to know about before you start looking for the remote work. So however, there are so many, besides the normal programming skills and virtual administration skills, there are more skills that are needed for you to be able to work efficiently remotely. So for that reason, I came up with the 7 skills that you need to know before you seek for that remote job. So please stick around and don't leave, because at the end of it, I'm going to show you where you can learn these skills for free. You don't pay anything, and how you can go about it and attend their events and webinars free of charge online. So please stick around and don't leave. And if you're new, my name is Sheila and welcome to Sheila's World, where we learn so much: online job, work from home, and so much more, and you're going to enjoy. So don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and don't forget to give it a like if you enjoy the video. Like it so that YouTube can push it further to more people. So that's the only way we spread further. So I'll be right back with the 7 skills, then we continue. So despite the growing preferences for remote work, there are some challenges that most of the job seekers are not ready for. So besides the normal skills and job experience that you require, there are also a variety of other skills that you need to learn so that you're able to work effectively remotely. So today I said I've come up with 7 skills that can enable you to work well in a remote environment. And so get your pen ready, since we are in class and you need to consider this, and please watch to the end so that you don't miss out a point, so that you don't miss out on your next application if you are looking into working remotely. So there is one of the skills that is very important when it comes to remote work is ability to work independently. So since this is an environment where you don't have your boss around, there's no one following you around to do your work. Are you in a position to work without supervision? There's no manager that you can walk in and ask anything anytime, even though there's that virtual spaces are there where you communicate with your colleagues, but there's no supervision. So you need to have the ability to work independently and effectively so that you deliver. The second is self-motivation. Like in the normal working environment, sometimes you get motivation from your colleagues, your manager, your team leader, but here is where there is no one. It's just you and your work. You are home alone. So you need to have self-motivation, whereby you can get to work without someone following you around. You need to know how to create your own schedule so that you work without interruption during the day. So you have to have a routine which you follow, and that comes in with the proper planning. So you need to be very good when it comes to planning and motivating yourself to do the work throughout the day, since no one is telling you to take a break, no one will be there to tell you start your work. So you need to have a plan, come up with a plan, with a schedule, and make sure you follow it to the end. So that is one of the most important. And another thing, if maybe you have children and you're working from home, make sure you get someone who can take care of the children, since children can actually interrupt your work if you don't organize how they're going to be taken care of. So if you can have a nice home office where the place is locked, there's no noise, that can work well for you for remote work. So another most important thing is you should have strong written communication skills. Since most of the meetings are virtual, communication with your other colleagues are virtual. So you don't need to mess when it comes to communication. You need to know how to communicate properly via emails and also phone calls. And mostly, since it's about writing, you need to have good written communication skills, since you respond to emails from your colleagues, from your bosses. So you need to understand how to learn to write well and also communicate well, because there's no one, you don't talk, there's no immediate feedback. You might find you might send an email, or if people don't understand what you've written, it's hard to send feedback. So you need to communicate well and make people understand what you are saying so that you don't waste people's time. So you must be able to write clearly and onto the point so that people can understand. So another point is you must be comfortable into learning new digital tools. That means getting comfortable with the project management programs, video meeting software, and company specific digital platforms. So you should be willing to learn to use new tools. You might know some of them, but the moment you're employed by a certain company, different companies have different digital tools that they use when it comes to communication. And so you should be willing to learn how to use those tools. You should be open to learn new things. So number 5 is you must be a team player. You have a team player mindset with a cross-cultural literacy. This means that you work with people around the world. You're just not alone. You're not the only employee. There are people from different places around the world that you work with. So you should be able to communicate effectively with them. As much as you are alone at home, it means you have to keep communicating with other colleagues and tell them how if you're having any problem. So you should be a team member as well. So furthermore, one big advantage of remote work for employers is the ability to hire best workers regardless of where they come from. So with the remote work, they hire worldwide. So you must be working with people from Japan, people from Africa, people from all over the world. So there is that diversity, and you must be willing to work with people from different races, different continents. So there's that, you should have that cross-cultural literacy. You should learn other people's culture as well and understand how they behave, so that you don't have issues at workplace. Then you should have reliable and secure equipment. So there are companies that actually provide things like laptop when you're employed remotely. Some of them have named them in the company's hiring. There are companies that actually provide everything from laptop, MacBooks. But if a company doesn't provide such equipment, you should be willing to buy, let's say, a good laptop that the company allows, because they must be having specific preference for their whatever equipment you are using. Some companies just prefer using MacBooks only. So some employers may have technical requirements that will maybe you'll be required to get new equipment, like new laptops such as MacBook. So you should be ready for that, because maybe they have specific software that they are using and different services. So, and because of much of your work and communication will be through online channels, it's important also to have a reliable internet and secure. You need to have a secure internet and antivirus software. If you decide to work outside your home, such as a local, let's say Java, you should have a secure, a password protected hotspot, so that you don't use the public Wi-Fi, which can easily be hacked. And you see most companies have private information that they don't want them to go into public. So having a good Wi-Fi, having a good laptop, if you're lucky, if you get employed in a company that actually offers those equipment, then you are good to go. And even there are some that goes as far as paying for your internet. Yes, like some of the companies I named in my previous videos of companies hiring, they're really good packages. They even pay for your internet. So another skill, the 7th skill, is you should have emotional intelligence. So in this remote environment setup, you don't have a boss around, or you don't see your colleagues face to face. So it's hard to read moods and tell what they are thinking. With high emotional intelligence, it helps you to solve problems and resolve conflicts, and truly listen to your colleagues. You're able to tell how your colleagues are feeling if you can read just by talking to them, know how they feel, and respond effectively. So you should have very high emotional intelligence. See, this is not a normal office where you see your colleague, they are mad or they're not happy with their work and they're able to tell you. Here you have to read people's minds through writing, through virtual meeting and all that, and be able to respond and solve the problems. So you should have high emotional intelligence. Then for you to hone these skills, I just wanted to take you through. As I told you, I'll show you where you can learn these skills for free. So there's this company, one of the most reliable online job platform where you can search for jobs and get, which is called FlexJob. This is one of my favorite when it comes to job search. So FlexJob is one of the best places where you can get these skills and learn them for free. So I'll just show you how you are going to go about it when you're looking into taking these courses. So under FlexJob, they have those skills tests for job seekers. So I'll just show you how you go about. So when you go to Google, just type on Google flexjobs.com. This is their home page. So when you arrive to their home page, there's this part. We go straight to it. As I said, this is a page. It is a members page where employers and employees meet. You can actually apply for remote jobs on this site. So many jobs are here. But now when you are going for the training, which I said we should just now go and check the current trainings that are there, and they are for free. So we have how to get, so current trainings that are ongoing, the ones that are not paid, like currently it's how to get a salary you deserve. So you see, if you're even employed right now somewhere, there are trainings that you can take here that can really boost your job search, or even where you are. It's like how to get a salary you deserve, learn how to negotiate your salary during the hiring process to set yourself on the right. So these are training that you can register. This is a free training. Then there is another free training, is change careers and work remotely. So if you're thinking of maybe currently in an active employment, like a full-time job, office job, and you're thinking maybe in future to move to working remotely fully, so you can actually train here on changing how to change careers and work remotely, choosing your career path. It's also a free training. You can just register there. Then how to navigate the remote and flexible job market trends in 2022. You can register for that. Then there's career coaching. This is the one with a padlock here. It's a paid training. So this one you must be a member, and membership has so many benefits. So if you can afford, and it's not so much, 1,000 bob, you become a member. That is Kenyan shillings, or is it $10? You can be a member. The basic plan. So understanding applicant tracking system. This is another course you can do. Joining the Great Resignation, how to quit your job gracefully. So this is FlexJobs, is where you can learn so much when it comes to those skills, writing resume, how to search for remote jobs that fit you. So there are so many trainings here which you can come to this site and look into, and also look around for jobs. So there are also jobs, the remote jobs that are available. You can just come and check jobs available. But now for you to unlock that, for you now to apply some of the jobs, you need to be a member. So you can just check it out. But meanwhile, since today I was talking about skills, you can just come here at events and webinars and learn about skills that you can learn here that can improve your search for remote work. There are so many things that you can learn from this page. Career coach. Oh, there's even career coaching 101 that is free, even though the first one was paid for. There's so many, I can't read all of them. So just find your time and come to FlexJobs. And if you can afford, please, these are best. These are one of the most genuine sites that I can say I got my job here, the work from home job. So it's actually one of the best, and it's it is vetted, and that's why it has only serious people. That's why it has a payment. No jokers here. So if you're looking for a job seriously, you can just decide to join the membership pack, which I join, and I do a lot of trainings here. Most of my trainings about online work and remote work, I get it from flexjobs.com. So find time and come to this site, and you will be able to get so much information, so much information that I've shared here, and you'll be ready for remote work. So remote work, as I said, you don't need to quit your main job. It's something you can do part-time, and also there's an option for full-time. So if you are looking for a job and you don't have anything else to do, you can get actually a job, a full-time job. But if you have your normal employment, you can just juggle a few hours for the part-time jobs that are available remotely. So opportunities are so many, and on these sites you'll get all of those ideas for remote work, and you never know, this will be your next best job in 2022. So that's all I have for today, guys. Thanks a lot for sticking around. Don't forget to leave a comment below about what you think, or if you have any question, and please join my Instagram family, Sheila Runga. It's on my, you can get it on my profile. So thanks a lot, and I'll see you again in my next video. Don't forget to leave a comment, and if you haven't subscribed, please consider subscribing. We'll talk again later. Bye bye.